It's 4:16 in the morning, Sunday, March 6, 2022, Eastern Time in New Jersey. I'm just showing a spectrogram coming from the Canary Islands. Wouldn't you know it, I go to show it and they shut it down. See all this white here? That means they shut it off, and they've been doing this with the graphs and data, and so I'm going to make this very short. It's very late. Nothing is loading, and that's all I wanted to say. Well, no, that's not all at all. But I mean, as far as La Palma goes, I have something else I want to say of the image that I took, that I showed of the last video. That image of the sun. Yeah, there's things going on, it looks like, with La Palma, and it looks like they're messing around. Something's messing around with things there. So maybe something's going on eventually with that. But so okay, so anyway, I tried to take photos of what I'm about to tell you, more photos of that image of the sun, and it didn't come out very well. So I just want to tell you what it was. So anyway, I noticed a few things with that photo, that image of what looks like, well, you could say it looks like Jesus, but of course nobody knows exactly what he looks like right now. But I mean, people have dreams and visions. I'm not going to get into all that. And one sees this, one sees that. It doesn't matter. Anyway, that's what it looked like to me. It looked like a picture of Jesus, whatever he looks like. But anyway, so what I saw, it also looked like he had his arm raised in his hand, like his palm out. And I noticed what it looked like. Something seemed to be hiding his face to the right side in that image. And it wasn't very clear, but what it looked like was he was holding La Palma upside down. That's exactly what it looked like. He was holding La Palma in his palm, which that's what it means. La Palma, the palm. He was holding it in his palm upside down. And when I turned it, inverted, reversed the image, it's a spitting image of La Palma. Not only that, and I know I'm not showing any images, whether I will at another time, but it said LP. That's all that was on it. It looked like a map, an exact map of La Palma, exact. And there was a big L and a big P on it. All right, I'm not showing it here, but I'm telling you that's what's on it. I'm not trying to make anything up. That's all that was on it. It's very strange. I don't know. Is that something too? Is that a sign also with that? And another strange thing is when you look at the image regularly, I also noticed that there looks like an image of La Palma to the left, a normal La Palma, but again, to the right, it looks like Jesus' arm is standing up, like upward vertically, and then his hand is bent, and in his palm looks like he's holding La Palma upside down. And those look like reverse images, like mirror images, if you know what I'm saying. The one on the left in the normal image, it looks like La Palma, but it's black and it's bigger, and there looks like, definitely, absolutely, there looks to be a chunk of it, a chunk of the island taken out to the bottom left, which is exactly where that's said if it breaks off, that's where it's going to be, and it could cause a big tsunami throughout the whole world in the United States. And that would be major catastrophe for the whole world, all right? So it's just very strange. One image is inverted upside down, the other one is normal, and they're perpendicular, like on an angle toward each other, if you know what I mean. One is like to the left is sort of like embedded in his face, like, or beard, or whatever, hair. You can't make out the whole thing on the top, but it's still there. So look what's going on there. See, they shut it off. Just when I'm doing a video, they shut it off. You see that? The graph? Now you see nothing, all right? Now you see it, now you don't. They're doing that all the time. Hiding earthquakes, hiding the data. And the other charts, there's hours that is skipped. It's just shut off. It's just blank on the charts. But there's a lot of activity going on those charts. Kind of odd things going on. It's been this way for a while, but it's even odder right now. And there's been quakes, bigger quakes, and swarms, and things like that happening. So, and it looks like they're getting closer to Cumbre Vieja, to the actual volcano there. Though, I mean, if something happens, anything could happen in a number of different ways, and there could be eruptions or whatever happening elsewhere or what have you, or right with Cumbre Vieja. But, I mean, just looking at it from an analytical standpoint, from the data, whether that even matters or not, because if something is done to it, it's going to happen on purpose. So, but anyway, that's what I'm seeing. That's what I'm showing you. And also in that image, which I say, represents Jesus, and upside down also, in upside down, like I said, it shows the spitting image. I mean, like if you looked at a map of La Palma, it looks exactly like La Palma. And sort of behind that, there's a face. There's another face upside down. And to me, I said, who does that look like? Well, to me, it looks like Putin. It absolutely looks like Putin, as crazy as it sounds. So if you want an interpretation of that literally, maybe Putin will be behind what's going on with La Palma, because I mentioned the Poseidon missile, or it's actually also called a drone. It's a drone, self-directed, self-propelled, can be from thousands and thousands of miles away. But I mean, the U.S. has that, and I think maybe other countries have that. So whatever, if something like that is used, it can be by whoever is behind it, that wants to do that. And it's really one big scheme, one big plot and plan. Everything that's going on with this invasion and the world is on alert, world war kind of thing, nukes. It's just insane. And it seems like that this is going to happen. That this so-called World War III has actually begun. It's started. It seems like, definitely, put it that way. It started already. So just with that image that looked like, to me, it represented Jesus from the sun image, that swirling vortex of plasma coming from the sun. And with La Palma, like I said, I saw definitely an exact spitting image of La Palma, but upside down, inverted upside down, reversed. And then, like I said, another image of it with a chunk taken off right at the spot, right at the break-off point, at the, it's called the flank, that southwestern area. So, I mean, I don't know if that's relevant, then maybe that's a part of the whole thing. That's a part of what I saw that I videotaped and took photos of. And if that is part of it, then maybe that's also a meaning of all this. Jesus has La Palma in his hand, and he could turn it upside down when at the right time, in allowing that to take place, and believers will be gone to not experience that. So maybe that's what it means. There's just been this feeling in the air for a while now, and it continues. Something, it's just is wrong. It doesn't feel right. It's not, you know, things don't feel right. Something is wrong. That's all I could say. Something is up. I could, I could feel it. It's just not, it seems like things are not normal. There's something, you know, what else can I say? It's not a good feeling. It's a terrible feeling. And I think it has to do with all of this about to happen. Just this tension in the air. This tension. That's the only way I could say what it feels like. And again, a tension, something big, major is gonna happen. It just feels disgusting. Something at any moment, it feels like it's gonna happen. Something really gigantic. I just hope we're out of here. That's all I hope. Whether that was a sign or not that I saw, that I captured from spaceweather.com, it seems like it to me. And I just described everything that I saw. The imagery is terrible. It started to disintegrate when I started taking photos, if you know what I mean. And it's just not showing properly. I mean, I could show some stuff. It's too late right now, and I just wanted to get on here fairly quickly and just say this for now, if I even do come and show that. But at least I'm telling you what I'm reporting on, what I saw. I don't know if that's good enough, but that's all I'm doing for now. Maybe that's all I'll do with that. Oh yeah, there was another picture I took, many months ago, when with all the quakes and the gigantic eruptions. And one day there was a big giant eruption, and I was watching a video of it, some news, and I took a snapshot of it, and I caught an image of a face. Image clear as day. It should be up there on one of my videos I did way back months ago. It's from the smoke, and it looks just like a face, as clear as day. Anyway, it occurred to me, it looks almost exactly like the face in the video I just did of the sun, of that swirling that created, just for 1 second, not even a second, it created a clear image of that. 1/10 of a second earlier or later, it was blurred, and well, there were still like faces, but they looked very, very different, and it kind of looked like he was looking straight forward more than to the side, like to the, off to the right. And that's exactly what it looked like in both of those pictures. And it occurred to me that the face looks almost exactly the same. And in that one, in the billow from the volcano, from the big eruption, it looked in the face. It looked like a tear was coming from the eye. So I don't know what to say. Both images to me seemed almost exact, like it was the same face. One appeared like I saw from the sun, and the other one was from the actual eruption on Palma. So whatever that means, if there's, put those two together, if there is meaning. And again, with the exact map of La Palma that I saw. Again, Jesus, that image, it looked like he was holding it in the palm of his hand, upside down, and then the other picture was normal, but it was black. And again, black represents death. And also, that reminded me of the I Pet Goat towards the end, where that woman in black with the black runny eyes coming down from the eyes was holding out her hand exactly the same way, and exactly the same to the right, like that. And in the back was looked like a volcano going off. I think she had perfume or something in her hand, but that's what it reminded me of. That's all I'm going to say right now until whenever, if this thing ever loads. It's almost 5 o'clock here. It's supposed to be like 70 degrees, I think, today, and like 75 the next day. Just crazy. But I won't, just, we're only waiting to see. Maybe today something big is going to happen. It sure feels like it. It really feels like it to me. Something is really major going on. And again, I don't know if La Palma might have something to do with it. Maybe being that I like what I just saw, this incredible thing, whether someone wants to believe it or not, or accept it or not, that's not the point. Whatever. I said what I saw, and that's it, and that I'm just gonna leave it at that point. But it's just even more bizarre that I saw what looked like the complete island of La Palma in his hand, and I caught that too. And actually 2 images, like I said. The other one was black. So, and with the piece cracked off right at that point, right at the place that is supposedly it's going to. And actually the bottom seemed to be missing also, so I don't know. So as you can see, it's still shut off. Again, I go to make a video to show it, and this is what's showing. They shut off their graphs, and they shut off their data, and that's just what's going on. They're not showing stuff on purpose. So I mean, what are they hiding? What are they hiding? It's not. I don't think it's just like down for maintenance or something. This has been happening, not just with this chart, but other things. All right, that's it for now. This is going to take forever to load, if I even load it tonight, or if I even put this video up. I just felt like getting on here and saying this for now. All right. God bless, and keep waiting and watching and hoping as the moment draws near to finally leave here.